Hi everybody, how's it going today? Thanks for watching. I'm in our calving barn here on the lean-to where our calves from 6 weeks old to 3.5 months old are. Working on some fencing here today. But before I get too far into the video, we have an open house at our farm June 1st, first Sunday in June from 11 to 3. There'll be guided tours around the farm, some hamburgers and hot dogs. Yeah, free for anyone to stop by if you want to check out our farm, look at our cows, and see how we take care of them here on the farm. We'll be forecast looks really good, so hoping to have some good weather. It's been a little bit crazy here the last week and a half. We had 90 degrees 3 days in a row, and then probably 3-4 days later we had a low of like 33 at night. So we had a really crazy temperature swing there, and now it's still not the warmest, and it's rained here. Rained today, rained some yesterday. We had an inch of rain here probably 3-4 days ago. So now we went from hot and dry to wet and cold. But by next week, looks like back in the 70s for highs, so should warm up again then. I did do some drone filming of planting corn. I just got that off, I think it was Tyson or Scott, don't remember now, but finishing up a 400-acre field that they were working on. We have about 400 acres of corn left. We did decide to hold off on planting that last 400 acres. Just gonna wait for things to dry out here and warm up again, which will, at the end of the year, the yield will show if that was a good decision or not, but that's what we've got going on now. So what we've got going on here today, got some hog panels here, and we are mounting them to the barn here where the calves are. The calves had been rubbing on this bird netting here. They hadn't rubbed any holes in anywhere, but they were making some pretty good indentations, especially the older calves at the far side. So I picked up these panels probably 2-3 weeks ago with the idea that on a rainy day we would get these put on, and that rainy day is today. So José Luis, Mauricio, Christian, and Josue are working on that here today. I don't think they'll finish today. We'll probably wrap this up tomorrow, but making pretty good progress. We just have to cut them to length and then notch out where our gates are mounted to the poles so that this fence panel sits tight against the poles. But should help that bird netting last for a long time now in theory, because the calves will rub on this fence instead of that bird netting. So that's what we're working on today. We had a visit from my aunt and uncle from Australia here a few days ago. They were here for 3-4 days. They're having a little vacation throughout the US. Stopped by here, and coincidentally it was my aunt's birthday at that time. It's my dad's younger sister. But yeah, nice visit with them. Good to see them again. We had actually coincidentally saw them in the Netherlands when my wife, kids, and I were there visiting my grandma and my grandma's on either side. But good to see them again. Other than that, just been kind of business as usual, waiting for things to dry out again here so we can kind of get some things cleaned up and looking nice again for our open house in a couple of weeks. We could show you here while we're here. So we've had some Belgian Blue Cross calves born here. So this one here with the orange tag, and the one right beside it there to the left. You can kind of tell by their hide. They're still black and white, but the black isn't as black as on the Holstein. That's kind of grayish, almost whitish on the border between the black and the white. We had bred some of our cows that were supposed to be bred to Limousine or Angus with these Belgian Blue Crosses. My dad really wanted to try it. That's kind of a popular cross in the Netherlands for beef crosses. So we've got some calves on the ground here now. There's not a huge difference between the Holsteins at this point yet. You can kind of see that their butts are a little bit bigger because they are double muscled. So we'll see how these calves turn out when they're a little bit older. plan more than likely is we'll use the beef from these calves for our own use and maybe at the creamery, but kind of a trial, I guess. My dad really wanted to try it, so I asked our Select Sires rep if we could get the semen for Belgian blue calves or cross calves, and they were able to find some. And we've got a few more older ones here. Actually, the pen that they're working on, we can go look at those. Those are the oldest ones. So this is one right here as well, and the one behind her, they're right there. I don't think we have any older ones. I think those are the oldest Belgian blue crosses we have. So in general, we always cross with the Limousine on our cows, Angus on our heifers, and the idea is you get a black calf after birth. And I think we've used beef semen probably for at least 10 years on our lower end cows. Yeah, I don't see any more here. And all those calves are sold, and we sell them to 2 buyers mainly, and they've always been happy with the crosses that we have, so we've never looked at anything else. I mean, we have looked but never tried anything else really. Any other breeds? Some people cross with Wagyu or another similar type of breed. But we decided to try these Belgian blues just to see how the calves look. A little bit of the concern is they are big calves, and we did notice on a couple of these calves that they were, you can't tell now, they're pretty equal to these Holstein heifers, but at birth there was a few of them that were quite large. Definitely too large to cross to breed to a heifer, and even pushing it for our cows. We definitely don't want to be causing any calving difficulties for our cows, but it'll be interesting to see how they look when they get a little bit older. I can probably show you here in this pen, give you a better idea of why we are putting this on. So if you look, I don't know if you'll quite be able to see it, but if they rub on this all the time, and they pushed it in quite a ways, like over there, it's pushed in probably 2-3 inches. And they haven't broke through anywhere yet, but I guess the idea is to put this fencing on before they get a chance to break through anywhere. Calves are doing really good. Even with that temperature change, I mean, it was not ideal for the cows and the calves by any means, going from 90 plus degrees to 30 some degrees. That's not ideal for cows, but so far they all look like they're doing okay. Pneumonia is a big concern when you have that kind of a temperature change, and now it's wet and cold. It's not ideal. I'm glad that all of our cattle are in a barn and out of the elements. Got the curtain closed here today just to keep some of that wind from blowing into the barn. They did end up getting it done here today. Got the whole, it's 20 sections. Got them all put on, secured. So hopefully we'll prevent the calves from rubbing on that bird netting and rubbing a hole through it. Should last a long time here again. But yeah, we'll end the video here. Questions, comments, post them down below. Appreciate you guys watching, and hopefully we'll see you in the next one.